Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great and happy World Card Making Day. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here. We've already got friends hanging out with us in the chat. We've got Flo and Heidi. Thank you so much for being here. And Ilana, hello. So good to see y'all. I know we have a few silent friends as well. So, welcome to absolutely everyone. So, this is me over here today, the one with all the stamps lined up. And over on the right is going to be just one of my besties, and that's Desiree at Include a Thank You. Welcome, Desiree.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing?
Happy World Card Making Day, Desiree.
I know. What a fun day this is going to be.
I'm so excited.
I know there's
I've been really
so
looking
many people
forward
on
to.
YouTube. It's going to be amazing. Yes.
Yes, we're kind of getting the party started early this morning, but there will be so much crafting on YouTube, so many fun things. So I know that you guys are in for a treat just all around today, not just here, but everywhere. So I hope everyone has crafty projects planned, have your things all lined up. We are going to make mixed media cards today. I'm going to say hi to a couple more people in the chat. And by the way, I think I got my chat fixed. It used to be stationary and it wouldn't move. And I think that's why I got behind, but it's moving today. So I tried to troubleshoot that. I want to say hello to Cheryl and Heather and Beth. Hello, hello. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Amy. Hi, Michelle. It is so good to see all of y'all. Miss Bertha is here and Jackie is here. We have a whole party going on. Hi, Mary C. I see you up there in Oregon. How you doing? So good to see all of y'all. So we are playing with something special today. And I had got my hot little hands on it, and I'm so excited. This is Desiree's latest release, which is being released tomorrow. I'll let her tell you more about it. But if you're new to Desiree, she's been a card maker for many years here on YouTube since 2017, and um, she also does Zentangle, and she started doing Tangle inspired stamp sets. And so these are her stamp sets. These are the latest ones, and they are all inky and stained already because, well, I've just been playing a whole lot with them. So I'll let her tell you about them and introduce them, and we'll just get started making some mixed media cards today. Take it away, Desiree.
Okay. Well, welcome, everyone. I see everybody in the chat. I know I do have a lag, so I will see your question as it comes through. But yes, we have another stamp set. This will be my third collection. And it will be live tomorrow, like Biddy said. So, tomorrow at 10 Eastern, I will be going live. The website will be live, and we'll be going through each of the stamps and showing all the samples that I have created just to show you how these stamps can be used. I get asked a lot with this collection, why do I create these? There's many times where I do Zentangle on my channel. I get lots of questions, how do you do this? Or I can't do that for whatever reasons. Maybe you have a hand restriction. Maybe you don't have that confidence. I like to enforce the confidence because we can do this. We all can do this. Um, but if it's just something that you just don't have the patience for, now you do. You now have that stamp set that goes through. With every collection, there's always four. So let's just jump in and look at each of them. This one here is called a Tangled Botanical. And yes, mine are like all inky and everything else, but these keep ticking, take a licking. And this one here has over 30 different tangles in it. And it can be a bottom border, it can be a bottom and a top border. We've got this huge, I'm loving this sentiment. I kept on putting it on every single one. with sympathy and be happy. But there is a lot that you can do this. Ink blending, I'm loving pastel chalks and colored pencils and all of those fun things. So that's the Tangled Botanical. This one here is the Tangled Ornaments. So there are three. And one of the things that some of my followers were saying was, can we have separate pieces? You know, not everybody likes the big stamp like I do. So now we have three ornaments. So we have one, and each has their own tangle that comes across. And then we also have a tangled branch, and you can stamp that multiple times. We've got a couple sentiments, Merry Christmas, Noel, and Joy. And then we've got two different style hangers for the ornaments as well. Did the same thing with the tangled snowflakes. So we've got one large one and then we've got two small ones. So this is great to create your backgrounds, create your focal point. We've got winter greetings, silent night, and flurry friends as your sentiments, because this could be Christmas and or winter, or you can change your sentiments back and forth. This collection or this stamp set here is very special to me, actually. One of my followers, my friend, asked a simple question: would it be possible for this? So when somebody says that, I don't take that lightly. I went into it and I looked at it and I said, yes, we could do this. So this one is actually called a Tangled Leaves. And if you actually see the leaves, the person that made the suggestion, her name is part of leaves. So I emphasize that. So this one's very special because one of my followers and dear friends came up with the idea, total fall function going on here. And in the samples, I'll show you what they look like when you stamp. And these are perfect to fussy cut as well. And they're a nice size. You know, you got these great sizes to go with. So that's the collection. If you want to see everything and be inspired, make sure you head over onto my channel tomorrow, October 6th, 10 a.m., and they will be ready for purchase on my website, and you'll see all the samples. So, which one would you guys like me to work with so that we can just get inky and have some fun? I think Biddy already chose hers. I see that. I see that. Yes.
I just kind of jumping in here. I don't know. I may work with this one first, but I'm also open. I want to get collagey with my mixed media today. So I who knows how many I will pull in. So we've had a few questions and a few people join. Whoops. Let me get back to that real quick. Thanks for introducing the collection, Desiree.
Oh,
Okay, so let me say hi to a few people. I said hi in the chat, but hi, Kat and Amy. Amy's wondering, where do we get these stamps from? You get them from Desiree's website. They are going to be at includeathankyou.com. And that is where you find them. She has stamps there. She has classes there. She has all kinds of fun stuff on her website. These will release tomorrow, but she does have past collections that I think are just must haves.
I do.
Hello.
There's actually 8 other stamp sets that are available if anybody's new. So you can see that they're all here. So there's a heart, there's a large ornament, there's a bloom, I've got a mandala, we've got triangles. This one looks like a starfish because that's all I see now from Biddy. We've got the wave and we've got the flourish. So there are others available. Now, I do know that when it comes to, I believe, bloom, which is that one, we are low, but we are going to restock. So never fear. Never fear. So there are other things available. This set here is going to be live tomorrow at 10 a.m.
So I grabbed the leaves. I think I'm going to play with the leaves first. And but I have other ideas too. I kind of want to make a Christmas card as well. So we'll see where the day takes us. So we're going to play here for probably 2 hours if we're realistic. And then later at noon, I don't know if y'all know it, I'm sure you do, but Craft Roulette will be live with their kind of star studded World Card Making Day lineup. So that's going to be super fun. My friend Tracy at Mindless Crafting will be on Craft Roulette today. I'm definitely planning on being there celebrating World Card Making Day with her, with you guys, with Mary, Mr. Producer, and the whole chatterbox. So it's just going to be a whole fun day. I also know that my friend Lynn over at LV Handcrafted is going to be live. She's doing like a 12-hour marathon today. And y'all probably know other channels as well. But we're just going to do some mixed media fun. Sala, thank you for including Desiree's website there. Really appreciate that. I appreciate you adding her link. So you guys can use that link and find Desiree's site. Desiree has an email list as well. And I can tell you firsthand, she does not send you an email every day. Um, she just won't do that. She doesn't have the time or interest. It will be just when there's things that you need to know. Now, I'm going to do some embossing with my brand new sandwich maker, which was inspired by tea at Not Afraid of Color. Yes, I picked one up. This thing is hot and scary. I'm not going to lie. Um, but that's just because I typically get burned when I'm playing with hot things. So I'm going to be very careful. And I'm going to emboss my leaves with some gold. I stamped them out with VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And let me show y'all just, I thought when I saw tea, so I've seen people use the little waffle makers, and that just didn't ever seem like the right thing for me because I work on such a large scale. But then I saw tea use a sandwich maker the other day, and I was like, now that I can deal with. And I thought it'd be so good because I do so many lives to not have to use my heat gun because this is silent and it works faster. So I put a piece of silicone baking sheet in there. And now I've put my embossed panel in there. And I'm just going to wait a few seconds, not too long. It actually embosses super quickly. Needs a little longer. So yeah, we're cooking up some cards today. What are you going to do, Desiree?
I not cooking a card. No. I am going to play with my distress oxides. I'm going to be using the snowflakes. And we're going to kind of create like a moon effect back here, but have the snowflakes be in the background. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to look, but we're going to see. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Awesome. I'm sure it's going to be great. I kind of just absolutely love everything you make. So I have confidence in you.
Yeah, I just want to get inky.
Me too.
Yeah.
I, I really woke up with the feeling that I wanted to collage. I really have been missing it. I collaged every day in July, and then I kind of took a natural break, started my business, and haven't really collaged since. So I wanted to do collage today. It's one of my goals for October is to make more collage cards. So my card is already embossed just like that.
So why are you cooking a card?
Because I don't want to use a heat gun. Because this is quiet and silent and it embosses the whole card at once. And it's like minimal effort. I just pop it in and it's like 1 minute and it's done.
Okay, that's amazing.
Right?
That is just amazing.
Like I just embossed a card. Like basically the time it would take me to stamp the next one, which let me just do that. Basically, you could kind of like stamp and put embossing powder on a card base, put it in your little sandwich maker, and then stamp another one, emboss it, and take your first one out, put your next one. It'd be just so great for mass producing embossed designs. And it's silent, which, as a content creator, not having a heat gun going constantly in a video is pretty awesome.
Yes, 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 yes.
Just thinking of the people. Um, yeah, so let's just do it again. I am using my embossing buddy and embossing. I'm using watercolor cardstock, by the way, because I do want to get all inky as well, just like Desiree. I want to do mixed media. So I'm wanting to put, all kinds of ink, paint, watercolor on the base of my card. So I'm using watercolor paper. And
Yeah.
embossing on watercolor paper can be tricky. I'm sure you do it, Desiree, but like it
Mm-hmm.
takes longer to heat it because of the thickness of the paper.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So I guess that would be like another selling point for having a sandwich maker.
True. Yes. Very true.
And I like the even heat too because it doesn't warp. So look, it doesn't warp at all. Whereas when you take a heat gun to it, it can warp the paper.
It can. I just, I wiggle it. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've kind of been hacking, I guess, my card making life by I finally found a die cutting machine that I absolutely love, which now I can actually use all my dies again. I kind of just stopped die cutting because I was having so much trouble with my die cutting machines before. And then embossing has always felt, I don't know, like a lot of extra work. And so now I have a die cutting machine that I love, and I love my sandwich maker. So kind of hacking my card making life over here.
Yeah. I think my die cutting machine would like me to stop die cutting, but
It needs a vacation.
it's yeah, it cringes. I mean, I'm die cutting every day.
Wow.
With the projects that I'm working on, and literally I'm just die cutting every day. Um and the machine, I mean, I just go through them. I know die cutting machines for everybody else would last a lifetime. Nope, not for me.
Yeah.
They just won't.
Well, you'll do a Scrappy Tales card with 50 dies.
Right, right.
Yeah. And they're worth it. And they're amazing. And
Oh, absolutely.
it
I mean,
is so worth it.
and I do like die cutting. I mean, I'm definitely a die cutter. To me, it's like a puzzle.
It is. I've always felt the same way, and I like puzzles. And
So,
especially like the way Sabrina designs them.
yeah,
It does feel like you're putting together a puzzle because of the way she puts like the lines in the dies and stuff.
yeah.
So you know what layer goes where. So clever. She's so smart.
Oh, yeah.
Eh?
I'm absolutely loving her the whole fall and Halloween collection.
Oh yeah, I loved it
Oh,
too with the just the graphic novels of past
mm-hmm,
Dracula and all of them. Super
mm-hmm.
cool.
All right, now we're gonna add.
Okay, let's cook a card.
Cannot
Move
believe it's
that over.
so hard. That is awesome.
I didn't even tell you I was going to be cooking cards. It's just a
You
little surprise for you.
you did not. I thought I was hearing things differently, but okay. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. I'm going to say hi to a few people in the chat. I am so glad my chat is finally working right. It wasn't me this whole time. I mean, it was a little bit me. So let's see who's joined us since. Miss Jessie. Hi. Your dog's finally feeling better. That's good. My dog was sick last week too. Um, what? A sandwich maker? Yeah, Heather. I know. It wasn't my idea. It's all tea, and she's here. Not afraid of color. She's another mixed media card maker. And I was watching her cook some sandwiches, and I was like, I need to get me one of those. So here I am. And I totally recommend it.
I think it's.
I know.
I think it's awesome.
It is. I just cooked another card. I just embossed another card. I mean, this thing is amazing. I got mine on sale on Amazon for like 17 bucks. Worth it. Now, I will tell you, this is the second one where I think I tapped off too much because I'm doing watercolor paper. I think I tapped off too much of my powder. But one of the things I wanted to try, which let's do that now together, is I have gotten chunky um, embossing powders in the past, and then I could never get the proper look because by the time I stamped something out and put on the powder and tapped it off, I would tap off all the chunks. But I think with this technique, we'll be able to avoid tapping off the chunks. So I'm going to pick, I have this Ranger Flurries. So let's use this. I'm going to mix it up so I can get all the chunkiness like evenly distributed. And let's emboss a card with this. I'm just going to do the corners. So this is Tim Holtz embossing distress embossing dauber. I love this thing. And I'm just going to do the edges of my card. Desiree, I love the distressing you have going on over there.
Yeah, there's one more panel that I need to do. I want to have a play with colors.
Yes.
And as usual, I'm going to be making an extremely large card because
Woohoo!
real estate
Yes.
must have.
Large cards.
So I saw somebody was amazed, and I think it was Sonia. When I said that I have gone through a die cutting machine, and I have, yes. It's just so I not only die cut for the projects, being on Sabrina's design team, and we all know she is the 3D die queen with all those pieces. I also do the large die, but I also, I have that side business going on as well. So there's a lot of die cutting that's involved in that also. So I'm literally die cutting a lot. So yeah, I can go through the machine, and the reason being is the amount of die cutting that I'm doing, I'm loosening the pressure on those rollers. As you continually use the machine, your pressure will adjust. Not for a normal user though. I'm just not a normal user. I'm constant. I'm not normal anyway, but I mean it's just
It's overrated.
It's oh yeah, my die cutting machine looks at me and screams. It just absolutely screams.
Heidi says, "Get out those unused appliances being buried in the cupboard and make some cards."
Yep.
That's right, Heidi. You might already have a sandwich maker at home, you guys. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for y'all to see this one. Hey, Linda Veal, good to see you. Vicky Reuter, she has worn out a die cutting machine, Desiree.
Oh,
You're in good company.
okay, awesome.
Oh, yeah. This is good. So I was able to lay it on really thick. I'm talking through a mask just because I'm melting a lot of plastic here. Um, but let me hold that up so y'all can see it. Oh, yeah, that is awesome. Okay. I think I'll do one more card because I have it already pre-cut. Well, Sella, if you have a sandwich maker where there is that center piece where it's like triangles or whatever, or halvesies, you could do smaller pieces like sentiments and things like that. But yeah, that was what when a T broke this one out, and I was like, oh, that's the one. That's the ticket because it doesn't have any division in it, and I can put a 4x6 piece of paper in there for as a 5x7 card maker. So yeah, that was like for me the big selling point on this particular machine. Uh, yeah, Maddie's saying she's sorry that she didn't pick up the Vagabond 2 when they were available.
Everybody loves and misses that machine.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. Hi, Norma Watson. Hey, Vicky Emerson. Good to see you. Where did you get the flat pate? I got it from Amazon, Mary. The brand is Agastar, Aigostar. It's about $17 in Texas. I don't know if it's the same price where you are. I know Amazon likes to play around with things like that. It probably just depends on which warehouse they have the most of them in. Hey, Mersha, good to see you. Good morning, good morning. And Miss Sonia Krill, how are you? Oh, thanks for reminding everyone about the thumbs up flow. You're the best. Truly appreciate it.
All right, let's see if this works.
Do
So
you put a piece of heat? Oh, sorry. Hold on just a second, Des. Do you put a piece of heat resistant baking sheet stuff on the sandwich maker? Yes. Yes. And then the card sits on that to cook. And that was another recommendation from T at Not Afraid of Color. Sella, do you mind popping in her channel for everyone? Um, yeah, she is the brains behind this. And she's always had like baking sheets and stuff, and so I had a little silicone one myself. So I just cut it down to size and popped that in, and that will keep the embossing powder off of the main plates. Um, and I mean, I never plan on using this for making sandwiches. I wouldn't dare. I just want to. I don't want to cook any actual food with it. I just want to cook cards with it. So, but at least it'll keep it clean. And I keep knocking too much powder off, and that's my fault. It's not the machine, it's me. I saw I just knocked too much off of this one too, but only once I put it inside. So it'll be fine. Okay, go ahead, Des. I want to hear about all of your distressing because it looks gorgeous.
So I'm just working with two colorways and doing a moon. So this one's going to have a more vintage, or it could actually go into the fall with the way the colors working. Um, and then whenever I use, whether it's the inks or the oxides, and yes, I'm putting water down on my surface because that will help keep the panels flat. Um, I like to add water after I ink blend because I don't care what the ink blending looks like. The
Hmm.
water's going to change it. Um, but I also like to let it sit and dry as naturally as it can because these puddles, for me, they turn out awesome. I mean, I'm loving the fact that we've got this going in here, moving along. Uh, So that's what I'm doing. I love water. Water's awesome
Oh yeah.
to just keep spreading down. Now, I can't cook these. So, all right. So, T, that she's created an embossing system, she needs to create a quiet heat gun. So, matter of fact, I'm going to text my husband.
Tell them not to mow the yard.
No, he has the quiet heat gun. You know that
Oh.
heat thing. Yeah. Let's see if it goes through. So once he brings that up, then we can get this to dry. I like to play with color. Um, I mean, I like to change those colors up. So, here we've got the blue and the purple and the black. That doesn't mean that snowflakes can't go on this. Here I've got the different blues and then the of course vintage photo had to come in. Um, it looks fall, but snowflakes can go on that as well. So you just give it a different look. Um, when it comes to that image. I mean, we can take any image and just by changing the color, we can make it for any holiday, any occasion, or anything that we look at. We don't have to keep ourselves in that one section where okay, snowflakes, they're supposed to be blue and white, um, and all of that. I like to change it up and make it absolutely obnoxious. Thank you, hon. Mm-mm.
Thanks, Steve.
Hi, he says hi.
Ah, it's great when the men can support our hobbies.
Absolutely.
It's always good to have a supportive partner. Well, speaking of Desiree, I'm making a merry and bright kind of background with your snowflakes with my cooked cards
Okay,
and
give me
my
1 second. I'm gonna plug in my heat gun. So hold on. Oh,
Hi, Stephanie Brown. So good to see you. So glad you're here. Hello to everyone. Some are in the chat, and I know some are just maybe too busy crafting to chat. And I think that's a beautiful thing. But
yep.
anyone tuning in who can hear my voice and Desiree's, we're so glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy World Card Making Day. I want to say hi to a few more people in the chat. Susan Chamberlain, I don't know if I said hi yet to you this morning. So, hello. I'm getting, there's a lot of friends here. Miss Sharon Castor, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Relatively thoughtful. Hey, how's it going? I used some of your goodies. Um, that Mary Gunn sent me, and I absolutely loved them. We made 4 cards and, had just so much fun with them. Thank you so much. I love digitals a whole lot. So thank you very much. So glad you're here. Relatively Thoughtful is a UK-based, company, which is awesome. Love it. Okay, so I've got a merry and bright kind of situation going on here. I'm going to set this to the side and let it dry. And I'm going to kind of keep going. I kind of just have a system, I guess, here today. And we'll be changing up the colors. And then I'm going to collage on my cards. Ah. Oh, yay. Well, Relatively Thoughtful. I'm sorry, I don't know your actual name. I am live at 5 a.m. my time. That is Central Standard Time here in the States, but I think it's your afternoon there in the UK. Most days, not every day. I try Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It kind of depends on things going on. Um, but yeah, that's when you can typically catch me. So it's great. I have a lot of friends in Australia and Europe and UK who tune in because it's their afternoon or evening. And then I have my US based friends as well. I can't believe some actually wake up for it. I'm so blessed and grateful for that. Some catch me before they go to work. Desiree, do you want to talk about when you go live?
You talking about tomorrow?
Well, just in general
Oh
and
yeah,
tomorrow as
I
well.
do. Yeah, I do like to go live on Sundays. Um, Anytime between 9 and 10, because honestly, I know Biddy goes. I know you go live on Saturday, so
Yeah, typically.
and I can't. I work through that, so I figured, okay, she has Saturdays, I'll take Sunday. Absolutely, I like the
I'll share
morning.
my Saturdays with you anytime.
It's Sundays. I just like Sundays. It's peaceful. It's really quiet. Um, and that's where I can get like a lot of ideas. I enjoy
Mm,
the lives. I think the lives are, whether I'm watching one or um doing one. I
mhm.
just think they bring out ideas
Yeah.
and I get stuff done. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I do. I just get all kinds of stuff done.
I love it because it's for me, I've always been a spontaneous
Hmm.
crafter and creator. Even when I was, for the first 4 years on my channel, I didn't do lives. I did highly edited videos with voiceovers and enjoyed it. I enjoyed making that kind of video. And then I just over the summer kind of transitioned it to a live channel for the most part. I still do those videos from time to time, but so many fewer than I used to.
Yep.
Um, I just love the engagement with the
Yes.
community,
Yep.
and, I'm gonna be spontaneous in my crafting anyways, and I feel like there's value in seeing how long it actually takes to make some of these things. To see the full process in real time, I feel like there's value in that.
Yep. Nope. I agree. Absolutely. I mean, I do. I enjoy the engagement. Somebody can ask a question right there. What are
Mhm.
you doing here? What are you doing here? Yes, this is an old, not permissible stamp positioning tool, but I love it. Um, and that's what I enjoy about it. You feel everyone's excitement.
Mhm.
I just love that. Absolutely.
Yeah. It really builds the community, even if someone's behind in comments, like yours truly.
Oh, that one
Um,
that one day. I'm
the
sorry. I was like,
chatterbox is connecting and bonding together, and there's even beyond what we catch as creators in our own lives and what we miss, there's a whole ecosystem happening and being exchanged in the chat beyond us, and I like that too, the whole everyone saying good morning to each other and hello and exchanging their own tips and ideas as we just craft along. It's just a really beautiful thing. I think that that's why so many people have gravitated towards this type of, video and engagement.
I do. I very much enjoy it because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like editing and doing voiceovers as
I do
well.
too.
Um, but for me, I'll be honest. I like a lot of the other of the videos to be either a pre-recorded live, where we just turn that on and you're hearing all of these steps, or it's a live. I think either way, you get more of that engagement. People have a chance to ask questions.
Mhm.
Well, okay, can you re-explain? How did that happen? Or okay, I get that.
Did she really say she's cooking a card right now?
Exactly. It's you get to hear, and if it's a pre-recorded live, you can go back and say she did say that. Okay, yeah, I'm right. So yeah, but
Yeah.
for me, doing voiceovers, it takes, as a creator, and when you start your YouTube and all of that, for me, I have just found that it just is forever, and
It takes a lot of time.
it takes the enjoyment out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as a busy mom and, you and I both have our day jobs, this is our hobby. It's time is a precious commodity. And you know, once we realized, well, for me, I was spending a lot of time editing and voiceovering, and then it wasn't getting the views that my lives were getting. It's like, well, what's the point?
Right. Right.
So, and this is just more fun.
Exactly.
More fun for everyone. So let me say hi to a few more people in the chat. Teresa, I don't know if I said hi to you, but hello, hello. Everyone is talking about the sandwich makers, maybe checking their cupboards right now.
Exactly. I think Amazon is just blown up.
T, I hope your link gets lots of usage.
Kind of hoping that he's thinking, maybe this is something that we could design.
Right? Just
Exactly.
don't leave out 5x7 card makers if you do, T. Don't just design it for A2. Please. That would make us sad.
Oh, we do love our real estate. We really do. Got to have our real estate.
I would buy a Tracy Fear Not Afraid of Color card embossing machine, whatever you're going to call it. Yeah, hello to Tanisha. Tell her hi for us, Sonia. Hubby's always like to buy appliances for holidays, so you might even put it on your list. He'll think he's getting sandwiches and you're getting a craft thing. I'm just saying, it could work. Sean's here. Hi, Manly Maid Minute. How you doing? Howdy, howdy. Good to see you.
Oh, what
Oh,
the?
she heard me. Hey, Tanisha. Hey, girl. Hey. Thanks for always telling Sonia when I'm live. Oh, I don't think T's in any hurry to design one. She's like, the cooker works for me. She's like, I'm good. I'm good. Let's not overcomplicate things, right, T? I get you. I get you. I used to always send and I still do sometimes ideas to play to friends who have like businesses and things that I think that they could use the idea and they're like, "Why don't you just do it?" I'm like, "No way. It's too much work. You can do it. You do it. You have fun with that." I have some really different backgrounds to work with. Some are somewhat dry. I'm going to get my heat gun out.
Ooh, okay. Mm,
Heidi says, "Bingo, Bitty Penny, trick the hubby." Yeah, be like, look at these recipes for these sandwich makers. Yeah. Drop some hints.
it's funny when you do that. The sound doesn't come across when it comes to the heat gun that much.
Yeah. I think I don't use StreamYard, but I think like even YouTube has like started kind of like they mute these sounds a little bit automatically or something. I don't ever mind it myself because I consider it like the natural nature sounds of a craft room to hear a
Right.
heat gun. It's
Yes.
like you're in a craft room. That's what you hear in a craft room. You hear heat guns. It's just the crafter's nature calling.
It's what we do. It's absolutely what we do.
Just a couple of areas needed a little more love. Check this one out, Desiree. I know it's delayed, but she's bright and beautiful. I think I'm gonna have to pop a crafty queen on her.
Oh, yes. But either one of them.
Yeah.
Loving the snowflake one too.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be merry and bright.
I like playing with colors. I think playing with colors is awesome.
Yeah,
Too much you can do with it.
absolutely. Color just always gets me excited. And, you and I both love junk journals too. And I love the neutral stuff, but as a creator, it's a challenge for me to create with a lot of neutrals. I always want to tend to go to the color,
Right, right.
but I admire what other people do. And like, I just love like the old vintage real neutral journals that people make, and then I'll try to replicate it and I'm like, it just doesn't hit the same for me as color as a creator, but I love it as like a consumer and admirer, if that makes sense. I don't
Well,
know.
absolutely. And you and I, while we both create journals, we're two very different
Yeah,
creators when it
right.
comes to that, which that's the part that I really love. You can, again, you can have all the same materials and items and everything else, but you're going to get so many different interpretations of that piece.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love about all this. I mean, just have fun with it. Nobody says that you have to have this or you have to do this. No, just just have fun with it. Enjoy. Not having fun, then why do it?
Well, that's just it. Um, just enjoy your time in the craft room, whatever you're doing.
Yep. All right. Now let's see what this does. Excuse me.
Oh, thank you. I love this kit too, and I haven't gotten to work with it yet. I was having a hard time picking which critters to put with because I really liked the raven as well with the leaves, and I like the deer, but I think I'm gonna go with the owl. We'll see. But yeah, I haven't even gotten the chance to play with it myself. And Beth played with it over on her channel. She made a really cool folio with an some kind of old file folder with this kit. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to play with that. I want to play with my own kit. My creativity now gets pulled in different directions because I'm creating, something like a digital item. And I so want to create the physical as well. So it's a balance, one that I'm still figuring out, obviously.
All right, let's
Oh, cool, Sella.
on a
You.
panel.
I want to see your cards, Sella. Did you tag me on Instagram? I need to. Where are your cards? I want to see them. Are they on Instagram or YouTube? You just tell me and I'll hunt them down. How's it going, Des? How you doing over there?
Doing pretty good. I
Having
could,
fun?
I am because I really like
Yay.
that color scheme. Even though it's snowflakes, I really like the color scheme.
Well, I know a lot of people really like your sentiments in your stamp sets, and I am one of them. I pull for your stamp sets for the sentiments sometimes, even if I'm not, using the images. You do such a great job with the fonts and the sayings. I loved, there was a few in this new release, like Cozy Hugs and Flurry Friends, and just some really great sentiments that I didn't already have in my stash.
Sentiments, I have to admit, are really tough for me. Um, and what I mean by that is I've said this before, I really do believe that we put a lot of work on the front of our cards. I don't want to cover it up at any point with a sentiment. It's so for sentiments for me, they've got to be I go from one extreme to the other. The everyday, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, joy, Noel, Christmas wishes, all the normal ones. But when it comes to, I guess, what do we call that? Inspirational or appreciative, stuff like that. I'm very limited in,
Mm.
in what I like. Um, so I'm going to use my magic tape so you can see how awesomely warped this is. Because I could not bake my card. This is a this is a 6.5 by 6.5 panel. So because we've got to have real estate. Double-sided tape is your friend when it's this warped. And the tape that I use is by Uline, but it is unforgiving. It is extremely strong. It's extremely awesome. And then I just put one side down and then I push it. And then I just keep my fingers crossed that this will flatten out. And it does. It's really cool.
Okay, I had to BRB. I'm back. But yeah, Yeah, that's the thing. You're gonna have a hard time baking a large card like that. I wanted to see if our sentiments would line up. They don't. With your sentiment with my tag image.
You can cut it.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Uggs?
Autumn greetings.
Autumn green. Cut it.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good.
Oh,
I've moved on. I mean, I can because my stamp set is a builder, I can kind of turn it into a tag anyways. So, hi Shay, how's it going? Good to see you, Miss Paula Rice. It's so good to see you as well. And hi Cordelia. I don't know if I got to say hi to you before.
oh yeah.
Good
There's
to see you.
Cordelia.
How
Hello.
you doing? Cordelia has been using my digitals and making some awesome stuff. Oh my goodness, I've been seeing it all on Instagram. You guys, she also has a YouTube channel um and I'm just so honored. I'm just so honored. I don't know, Desiree, I'm just getting into um you know, creating manufacturing product and selling it. You've been doing this for over a year now. So, um it's just such an honor to see people using the things that I've created and
Yep.
enjoying them. It's hard to even put it in words.
I think it's humbling.
It is.
It's humbling that when somebody gets so excited over a product or I'm tagged on one of their creations, it just, I beam. I just beam. The smile just really goes across the face because it's like, that is awesome. That is
I
awesome.
know.
Took this and created something. And I was part of that.
Right. Yeah, it's a real honor
Yep.
and privilege to be able to create something that others will get to take and create something, and it's just like this ripple effect that keeps, you know,
Yep.
flowing, and it's just beautiful.
And I love seeing um what I enjoy the most is how again everyone's unique in how they create and what they create, how they see something. It was fun to watch your paper collections and what everybody did with those paper collections
Mhm.
and how they interpreted it. What you did with them, what I did with them. All of these different creators coming together with one product
Yeah.
and just having completely different results. I think that is just cool. I think that is
I do too. And I think that that's what's always fun about like craft roulette and the sheet load of cards because, you might start with the same sketch and get something completely different. Or you might start with the same set of parameters and get, by the time you've added your creativity and added your touch to it, you've created something completely uniquely your own.
Yep.
And it's just so cool.
Yep.
It's so cool to see everyone's touch and um, style, you know, and so inspirational.
Yep. Yes. 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 Yes.
Hi, Jonna. Good to see you. Oh yes, Sala's agreeing too because she creates digitals as well, so she knows that feeling. was thinking I was gonna make all kinds of cards, but I may end up only making 1 or 2, but that's how mixed media goes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be at the 2 mark. But that's okay. Now I've got 2 more cards for tomorrow.
Right? I would like to show some cards that I have made with this collection, maybe at the end when we're showing what we've made.
Yes, yes, yes.
I can show some of the ones that I've made
Uh,
behind the
mm,
scenes. Now, tomorrow, you're going to be live at 10 Eastern, correct?
correct.
And then Sean is going to be live at
11:30
what time? Eastern?
Eastern. Yes,
Okay.
Eastern.
And Sean is on Instagram and on YouTube. He is newer to YouTube, but doing an awesome job. Very, very fun, very creative. He's even delved into lives. I've watched some of his lives. So you guys definitely can go over and support him as well and see what he has created with Desiree's newest release.
Oh, now that doesn't work. I love these magnets, but wow.
Oh, does Cordelia is excited because she's going to be able to catch you live tomorrow as well.
Oh,
Yay! Hi, Mary's Crafty Creations. Welcome. Hey, Debbie J. Good to see you. Aw, Heather is a part of the birthday club over in Craft Roulette, and she's writing her cards today. It's so fun to send birthday cards. That's so sweet. Yeah, Sean, we were just telling everyone about your live tomorrow. So that's Sean, Manly Made Minute. And Sean, I think, has the same handle over on Instagram. That's where I found him. He was working with some of Desiree's stamps, and that's how I stumbled upon him. And then I had to tag Desiree and was like, hey, did you see this? These are awesome.
yay. And I'm like, yes.
As a matter of fact. Okay, where I lost the stamp. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Here comes the messy part of the live where things are everywhere. So, guys, in the chat, let me know who's going to go to Craft Roulette and who are you excited to see on Craft Roulette today? I would love to know. Who are y'all like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to see name that person on Craft Roulette. For me, it's Tracy at Mindless Crafting. And of course, Bill will be there, the best sidekick. But that's my person who I can't wait to see on Craft Roulette. Y'all tell me who y'all can't wait to see. If I didn't see anything else, I would want to see Tracy. But I'm gonna see Tracy. So if y'all didn't know, Desiree is I mean, I do have tattoos, which kind of help, but I'm on the left side of the screen. Desiree's on the right side of the screen. She's making that amazing. Um, Desiree, that card is just amazing. Your snowflake card. That's what she's working on. I'm working on the leaves. Are y'all just excited to see everyone? Gina K and May May. Yes, they will be there. Dawn's excited to see Tracy. Mindless crafting. Me too, Dawn. That's my favorite of the day. And Mary, of course. Yeah, can't wait. So excited. We both got the heat guns going. I love it. I am liking this leaf. So if you're wondering, um, for my leave just now, I wet the paper, stamped it. Well, I stamped it once with vintage photo in honor of my guest. And then I stamped it again with a really wet. No, I'm sorry. Then I put watercolor on my stamp and sprayed it and stamped it down with watercolor. Then I put more metallic watercolor on top of that, dried it a little bit, and then I stamped it with the VersaFine to kind of get this look I got going on. I'm gonna fussy cut this out.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Yep, no problem. Okay. So this is my card I'm working on. I have to check my orientation. It's different when you have a guest. Everything has to be vertical instead of my usual horizontal. So I have to check myself, make sure I'm in frame. But I wanted to add a fussy cut leaf to the equation. It's not quite dry yet. I should turn on my sandwich maker just to dry things. I'm telling you, Tracy, you've created a monster with this whole sandwich maker thing. I'm going to be like drying my cards, embossing everything, kind of like Crafty Critta did me with foiling. I'm totally into foiling now, Desiree. Um, Crafty Critta sent me a huge box of foiling stuff to play with, and I'm hooked.
Now, do you use a laminator with that?
Yes, I've been using a
Awesome.
laminator and toner sheets. And then I also like those foiling pens a lot. I'm trying to think of who makes the foiling pen, the quill foiling pens that you plug in. They have a cord. Those are really cool too. And then I even like it just with like adhesive, double sided tape.
Wasn't that We Are Memory, the foil
It
pen,
may be,
or Deco something, Deco
maybe Deco Arts or something.
maybe.
Yeah, they kind of have the We Are Memory Keepers colors or We Are Memory Makers. Um, but yeah, those are cool. But yeah, no, I'm just enjoying it with my laminator.
I think you need the toner sheet when you use the laminator, but I think it's like two, one, half dozen of the other, that you need to have that laminator but the toner sheets, so now you've got to buy the toner sheets. But I think if they could come up with a way where it's just a laminator, it's more cost effective for everybody,
Yeah.
who likes that.
Yeah, because you don't have to buy the plates
Right.
or
Right.
whatever. Now you play with spellbinders quite a bit, and I've been really wanting a better press. Can
Yep.
I foil with the better press plates, but I
Yeah.
can't better press with the foil plates? Is that correct?
Yeah. So your yeah, so your press plates can be used, of course, in the better press and the glimmer foiling system, and they foil beautifully.
See,
Sometimes,
I would be willing to dive into that because you're getting twice as much usage out
yeah,
of the better press plate versus if I were to buy foiling plates.
right. I mean, you're still going to have. Oh, why did I choose black? Why? I know why. Um, but your glimmer plates can't go in the better press.
Right. Right. They don't go the other way. They only go one way.
Exactly.
And I've already wanted a better press anyways for junk journaling, which I mean, really that's not junk journaling. And you and I see eye to eye on that. It's making handmade journals, but they're not necessarily junk journals if you're
Yeah, that's why I always say
not
they're
using
journal.
junk.
I'm not using junk. Sometimes I do.
Yeah,
I
sometimes.
mean, absolutely. But yeah, I'm not using junk. So
I agree.
I got that, or um, she used to be on YouTube all the time. Jelly Bean. I don't know if anybody knows her.
Oh yeah.
Loved her. Absolutely loved all of her creations and what she did. Um, and she just had this video one time where she broke down all the concepts of journals
Yes.
and the styles. And, it made you go, yeah, she's not wrong. She's absolutely not wrong. Um, but yeah, she was very passionate about it.
She was. And
Mm-hmm.
it was well received by some, but not all.
Oh my goodness.
But it was true.
Yeah,
And it was thought provoking.
absolutely. I mean, yeah, what she said was not wrong.
Right.
So, and again, I started calling my journals before that because it's like, okay, this really isn't. It's really not a junk journal. It's a vintage style journal.
Right.
So that's the term that I like to use. Um. So yeah, she kind of got, wow, amazingly hollered at, but she took it. So yeah,
Yeah.
so many different things out there we can do.
You and I have the same kind of just absolute love for paper, I think,
Oh, it is the
you
best
know,
medium.
and the things that paper can be and do, and just the fun of crafting with paper.
Yep, yep. Paper is the best medium. Absolutely.
It is. It's my favorite.
It's there's just too many things we can do with it and try. There's just so much.
There
Absolutely.
is. And, at the same time, you don't have to do so much. When I was designing my paper pads, I really wanted something for beginners, even. I wanted something for any level. I thought, and you understand this, you get this, you have your simplicity series, but sometimes we just need to let paper do the work.
Yeah,
And sometimes when you're crafting, like I love to craft and donate hundreds of cards to a good cause, and in that case it's wonderful to have a well designed paper that can do the work for me.
yep,
you know
yep,
I'm not going to make very many cards if they're all mixed media and take me an hour and a half, for donation.
right.
um there's different types of cards for different occasions, and they're all fun to make. But yeah, I specifically wanted to create something that could literally be for everyone and any level,
Yep.
and that you could just make fast fun cards with.
And it can't,
And
yeah.
I'm so grateful for what you're adding to our industry, because you're bringing something no one else is doing, that no one else has. You're hand drawing these Zen and Tangle inspired um, stamps for us to play with because, you know, I have dabbled in Zentangle because of you, and I'm so grateful and I love it and it's fun. But I've never had the dedicated focus to really learn it as an art form. And so these are like my cheat code.
Right, exactly. And we've got to have that. We've got to be able to have, those things. I got these stamps. These stamps are amazing. Oof. Um, to have that other avenue, I just believe everything should be accessible for everybody and how they want to create, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. There's, and again, it may not be for you at the same time, and that's okay. We all have the different ways we
Different callings.
exactly the different ways
Yeah.
that we create, the different techniques that we develop as we do all of these things. Um and again, that's okay. But there's a lot of us that are like, you know what? I really like that. I love that style. Maybe you don't have the time to learn it, or you don't want to learn it, but you still think it's gorgeous. It should be available. It should
Yeah.
it
That's what I
should
love
be
is that
available.
you're making Zentangle available
Yep,
to the masses if they choose.
absolutely. And again, everything's always a choice. It's what you want to do. I mean, it's again, that's what I love about this. We all just create differently.
Hmm.
I love those challenges where everybody, craft roulette. I absolutely enjoy seeing all of those beautiful cards created from the same parameters. Same
Yes.
parameters, and you've got all of these different looks, different views, different interpretations. Love it. I absolutely love it.
Me too. I also the other thing I love, one of my favorite parts of craft roulette is each week is when the Mr. Wheel gets, spun and the parameters get spit out and suddenly the chatterbox just lights up with imagination and
Yeah.
ideas and all of everyone's just processing together in a creative space and that is and has been one of my favorite parts of the show for a long time because it's so fun to see in real time everyone's creative process just spilling out into the chat,
Yep.
and it's it's just awesome. And then also then to turn and look at the gallery and see how it all came out to play. It's really cool.
Yep. There's every time I'll sit there and say, "Okay, I didn't even think about that."
Exactly.
That
Because
is
you can't think of all the things, right?
really inventive. Yeah, it is. It's really cool.
But our community can. As a community, we can cover so much more creative ground together. And I love that, craft roulette is for all abilities, all, um, different stages of crafting, whether you've been doing it for years or you just started yesterday, all ages. It's just
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
I will forever love Mary and Steven and everything that they stand for and do over there.
Yes. Yes. Very much so. Her energy is just
Oh,
love
it's
it.
been yeah,
Just
absolutely.
love it. All right. Now I wonder if this is going to work. We'll find out.
Hey, Pineapple Paper Crafts. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thanks. Glad y'all like Desiree. I got my first card done. I'm working on my second one.
Okay, no, I'm not done yet.
No worries, no rush because you know, we've got time. That's why we went early, right?
Well, yeah, yeah.
We've got time.
So I'm kind of
Time is on our side today. This is our day. No one can rush you on World Card Making Day. It's not allowed.
see, I like to say card making weekend. So
Right?
uh, it's like I'm just turning my snowflakes into vintage because we can.
I'm editing this crown of this queen because I can, and I don't want to fussy cut out every detail that is in there.
All right, hopefully I have enough of these little things.
Let's see. Put a heart behind her. So, for those who didn't know, I created the Crafty Queen, and it feels like the poignant time to mention it for all of you, for everyone who watches craft videos, not just mine, but others, for everyone in this hobby who loves paper crafting and loves our virtual global community that we have here. This was a tribute to anyone and everyone who ever clicked on my video, even people who haven't found me yet, but just love this hobby. And that's it had to be in my first release for all of those reasons. It's really a tribute to all of you, just so you know.
Yeah, sometimes I don't think our followers and friends, I don't think they realize exactly what they do for us.
I know how much they mean to us, and just a comment, a smile, spending your time. I greatly value your time and the fact that you spend it here with me. Just amazing.
Well, absolutely.
They could be anywhere on the internet and they're hanging out with us this morning. And I'm just so
Exactly.
honored by that. I never lose sight of that.
Nope, I think that is awesome.
So this card goes out to all of y'all. Let's give her a vellum background. I was thinking about like doing a discount code today, but to be honest, you guys, even after placing a second order, I only have 10 paper pads left, which is another big thank you to you all. So I really,
That is awesome.
yeah, I just was like, well, I don't think there's really enough to hook everyone up with only 10 left. So hopefully this live. And I do have a discount code for my digitals the whole month, all of my digitals for the whole month of October. You just have to watch that sheet load video from the other day and you'll get the code. Or maybe I'll just give it to you. It's SL Friend, all caps. There we go. You don't have to. There you go. Sorry, I know this shakes my camera. My camera is hooked up to my die cutting platform, but I'm almost done. It's not an earthquake, just a little paper crafting. Okay. Oh my God, I love my new die cutting machine. And speaking of Gina K, thank you, Miss Gina K, for this magnetic platform. Ah, amazing. It took my favorite die cutting machine and made it even better. I mean, talk about a happy crafter. It made me so happy.
So that one works in the one that you have?
Yeah. Yeah. They're the same, like manufacturer, same specs. They're just different colors, is my understanding.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And not like in a copycat way either. Um, like in a kosher way. They to my understanding is they manufacture for her
Okay. Okay.
and that they had it out first kind of thing. So I don't feel bad using it. You know what I mean? Like I
Well,
wouldn't want to
no, no,
use it.
no. Mm-mm.
I wouldn't want to use it if she had come out with it first, you know, but like
Right.
it was the other way, so I felt comfortable doing that because I am not comfortable with bootleg.
No, 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 no. I'm not either. And you know what? I mean, I no, I am not comfortable with it. I will not ever promote it. But I understand.
Yeah.
You know, it's people want to be able to create. Okay, so have at it.
Oh yeah. I'm not your
You know,
mom. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
yeah,
I just
I'm nobody's mother.
right.
Well, except my husband's. So yeah, let's get
He's
that.
so lucky.
Oh, bless his heart. Yes.
Okay. Her crown reflects the beauty of her heart. There we go. Let's pop that on a card base.
Oh, I haven't put mine on card bases yet.
No
In
worries.
camera? Okay, I am.
I
I'm
need to
able.
catch up to the chat as well. I will reassure you that I'm not light years away like I have been in the past.
That's the main one, and then we'll do these.
Oh, cool. Tracy's going to be on Lynn's channel at 2 for, oh, I will try to catch you, Tracy. I don't know when I don't know when mindless crafting. I need to look after we're done here because at first I was going to be traveling and I wasn't going to catch anybody else's lives today, but now I'm going to be home. And so now I need to look and see and get the whole lineup figured out and where I'm going to be and when. I know I can't be everywhere, but I want to catch whatever I can.
Well, sure you can. You can have your phone up on one and then up on another one. You know, there's always a way.
Yeah. I'm going to
Yeah.
give it my best. I'm going to give it my best shot.
It would certainly be confusing, but it would work.
Are you the type of watcher who speeds up videos?
Me? No.
Uh-huh. I cannot handle it. I can't do it. I know some do. They'll just that way they can get 2 more crafty friends videos. They just speed them up like times 2 or something, but I can't handle it.
No. I will watch an entire video from start to finish. Maybe not in one sitting, but I will do that start to finish.
Yeah.
And it just sits in there. And I have a whole queue that's just waiting for me.
The whole watch later queue, mine's quite full.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I have a probably a decade's worth of watch later
It's usually in the fall that I will get caught up on my watch later videos
Mm.
because we have like one of the rooms off the back excuse me, of our house it's like a 3-season room. So I love sitting
Oh,
there in the hall.
nice.
It's just awesome. So I'll sit out there like all day with a cup of coffee, tequila, wine, you name it. Those fun.
Whatever floats your boat that day.
Exactly. And then I'm just able to get, caught up through them because I'm sitting out there for so long. I make sure it's all charged up. So fall's always my time to do all that.
It's technically fall here in Texas, but it is a high of 94 today. So it's not sweater weather yet.
We're getting close. I think after Monday, our temperatures in Pennsylvania are going to start dipping.
Mm.
Our nights are going to get down into the low 50s, upper 40s, which is awesome sleep weather. Then our temperatures are going to be during the day are in the low 70s, upper 60s. So looking forward to that. Oh, I love my vintage one. Oh yeah, love that.
Oh, me too.
So see, guys, you can add little tiny scraps of material.
Yeah, I'm like zooming in to see what you've done over there. It's like, what is that on her card?
Little pieces of lace inside the
Oh
snowflakes
my gosh.
with white pearls to just like, squish it down and glue it. So yeah, yeah. So again, you can change your colors. This is more so, okay, that's the normal look. Now we are missing one thing from both of these, and it's coming in now.
Blizzard.
Exactly. Gotta have my blizzard. Gotta have my blizzard.
Speaking
Blizzard
of
on.
winter weather, I
Must
feel a
have-
blizzard coming on.
You all know that was going to happen. I'm just saying. And I use anything for white. I'll use an acrylic paint. I'll use if it's white, I've got it.
Gonna throw it on there.
I'm
See what
gonna throw it
happens.
on. Exactly.
Ooh, I love the blue one, Desiree.
Yeah, that's more of um a traditional look to the snowflake. I mean, I added purple and black on the outside, but I just like to play with color and get these different looks that you can get. And I need water. Where's my water?
I cleaned my craft room,
Anyway.
filled up my glue and my water because I was like, I can't be a hot mess for World Card Making Day. I have to prepare. Usually, I would not even. I'd miss it.
Oh, my
I
room
would.
before we started was absolutely horrible. Oh, it was. I'm like, I can't even see my desk. I need to clean this before we get started. Oh, it was just.
Wish I had stamped this on watercolor paper. Oh well.
That's not big enough.
Okay, guys, what are y'all talking about over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna be nosy in the chat now.
Yeah, be nosy in the chat, Des. I'm gonna fussy cut.
With the largest scissors possible, right?
Well, I have the no. I mean, I could, but for some reason, I actually picked up fussy cut scissors.
I'm impressed.
I know, but I'm just getting started. I could ditch them. I do love to fussy cut with large scissors.
Okay, the blizzard is started and it's going all. I'm glad I brought this, splat box because it doesn't work. I'm just saying, I still get it all over the place.
Yeah. Tim Holtz is so amazing. He can sell you a cardboard box. He
A
sold me one
cardboard box.
too.
Yep. Yep.
If that doesn't speak to his salesmanship, I don't know what does.
Exactly. You gotta love it. Oh, he's just fun. But I
Oh,
cannot
I adore
lives.
him.
Cannot watch his lives.
It's
Yep.
dangerous. I ended up getting
Yep.
all of his new stamp sets for Christmas.
Yep.
But I didn't buy any Halloween, so
Oh, I do.
I I showed some restraint there, but then I got all of the Christmas stamps and dies.
I got some of the I didn't get the for some reason for his, I don't worry about the dyes.
Mhm.
Um, Now for the stamp timber, because I must have that. I would be okay. Here we go on the vintage one. Um, I did get all the pieces that he had for that. But I never worry about getting the dies for his
Mhm.
because usually I'm stamping and then I'm tucking and pushing everything in underneath.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I just look at them like, okay, that's weird. Why am I doing that for this, but I don't do it for anybody? It's funny how we come into our habits.
Speaking of Mr. Holtz, I do have some people. And I didn't want to put them away today because I thought they may come out to play. So, yeah.
And for the vintage one, we're going to add gold because we can. And a lot of time for I love you been using what do you call it? Acrylic paint.
Using what?
Been using acrylic paint for my splatters. Absolutely love it.
Oh, yeah. I like acrylic paint because it doesn't pick up my underpainting because I use a lot of watercolor.
Right.
And sometimes if I use like a white ink or something like that, then I end up picking up what's underneath it. Um, it is so good to have everyone here today. I just want to say again, happy World Card Making Day to you all. Desiree from Include a Thank You is joining me. So if you're just joining me, we are playing with her brand new release, which is releasing tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. She will be live on her channel. So you can check her out there. Um, and you can pick up, there's 4 stamps that she's releasing. And we're just playing with those today, having a jolly good time for World Card Making Day. Um, Desiree has become like a sister of mine, a
We
sister
are.
from another mister, and I'm
Yeah.
so grateful.
Yes.
Um,
Absolutely. Oh, Avi. Hello, Avi. The stamps aren't live yet.
Ave, did you know your name is in the stamped leaves set?
Maybe let me find it. She'll have to watch the replay, but Ave, that's your stamp set. I hope you like it, but you'll see, yes, your name is actually highlighted in the name of the stamp.
So thanks so much for suggesting it, Ave. We all want some leaves. Oh no, he can't go back there.
So I hope you like that. Yes, tomorrow, 10 a.m. We are live. Excuse me. I don't know what else I'm going to do to these.
Desiree, thank you for letting me just throw everything at your stamps. A lot of times, and I understand it, people want you to stick to like what they sent you. But you told me just play and have fun and use
Play.
anything you want.
No, I
Thank you so much.
there's no rules. No, we can't have rules when we create. Again, it's you know, when one person looks at a snowflake, they lean towards the blues, the whites, the silvers, because that's what we relate to that. But who thought that, okay, let's, if we just have a play with our color, we can go into a vintage, create vintage snowflakes and create a completely different look through that. And that's what I love when it comes to your creations. You take it to that level. When I see my stamps, I see the Zentangle, the
Mm,
inspired art of the Zentangle, and I want to hold that. It's, tough for me to let that go sometimes. And it was tough when I was creating my samples. Remember, I was telling you, I could not, for some reason, I was just really hanging on with the Zentangle art, you know,
mm,
using the chalks to do the coloring or the graphite. And I'm like, okay, there's other things we can do with these stamp sets. Oh my goodness. And then finally one night, of course, it was last night, it was one, yes, that I'm like, oh, okay, we can do this. And this was inspired by another stamp, this concept of the moon sitting in the background and coming through, um, when it comes to that. So it's amazing how one stamp can have so many different versions.
yes.
And we did
Well, I think that's the fun thing about
yeah.
stamps to me is
Mhm.
that, a stamp you can take and stamp it in any color that matches whatever paper palette, whatever mood board, whatever you're working with. A stamp has kind of unlimited possibilities in that way. And I think for me, because I do love paper and like ephemera and things like that so much, for me, stamp is like a bridge and it's a unifier.
Mhm.
I need stamps in my creations, but they're not always my focal point,
Right?
but they are always kind of a unifying element to me. And as a mixed media artist, I rely heavily on stamps, um, because you can heat emboss, because of all the techniques that you can do with
Yep.
one simple tool, a stamp.
Yep. Absolutely. Interpretation is a beautiful thing.
Mm,
I
absolutely.
I think it's because no two are alike.
Like snowflakes. Yeah, even the same person trying to recreate
Yep.
it would be, for me, impossible unless I'm doing something like a sketch. Um, but in situations like this where you're making mixed media, like I could try to recreate this card and I could recreate something similar, but I could never fully just recreate the card itself.
Right. I
They're
use
all, when you're dealing with handmade, you've got the element of surprise in every card you make.
I love it when if I show when there's a video that comes up and somebody puts in the comments, I'm going to case this card. I think that is awesome
Mhm.
because, and then my curiosity just grows and says, okay, now how can I see this? Where are you going to post this? Are you going to post it? And I put that all in the comments. Please let me know. Tag me if you post it. I'd love to see your creations. Um, and most do, and it's just amazing.
Yeah.
What they used. Because I think a lot of people too. I see this change happening in the paper world,
Mm.
very much so. Um, I think it's a very interesting change when it comes to that. And it's going to be interesting to see it evolve
Yes.
as it continues through over
I
the.
think about that with my physical and digital products, more so with my physical because I have to print them to a specific size and I have to only have a specific number. And it's, I have to be very intentional and deliberate about anything that I produce that way. And it's hard to narrow it down. And so what I have to tell myself is like, you're gonna have more chances. Like, just make this one work. You're gonna have more chances to keep expanding, and but I want, uh, my goal has been to take the 6x8 and make it ideal for both 5x7 and A2 card makers, to make it ideal for beginners and more experienced people as well, to think differently about how a paper pad is designed. Like, how many cutouts do I want in a paper pad? How much ephemera can I put in a paper pad? Um, you know, and so I know for myself, I'm kind of exploring that um, horizon, and I'm seeing more people like Tracy Fox
Yeah.
have come out with product, and more people, um, that I've followed for years come out. And I think we are going to see a big shift in the pattern paper industry, and we need it.
Yes, absolutely.
It's time.
Yeah, yeah. You can see that they've slowly been growing when it comes to the paper collections
Mhm.
that have, come out or have been designed, which I think is cool. Are these dry now? Nope. Okay. Okay. Um, and I love it. Again, I do. It's I think there's going to be some, and as we get closer to the end of the year, there are going to be some changes to it. My channel. You know,
Mm.
when we start doing these things, we realize, we find, a true crafter. We try everything once, right? Uh,
Yes. Well,
you
that's
know,
how you find yourself. You find out what you
absolutely,
like, don't like, and
absolutely.
finding ourselves can always change and evolve too.
Yep, yep. And there's some crafts that I've held on to, cross stitching, knitting and crocheting and spinning, but you can see that's all yarn. I still sew, not just on paper, so, using materials and all of that. I'm just not that focused onto it. It's paper. I think there's just so much that we can do with paper. It's no longer, just a card. It's I believe that when we get creative and we create our cards, they are expressions of ourselves. Um and the, and all the work that we put into it, they should be on a mantle. They should come out in the holidays. Um it's just something that should just come out. I mean, a lot of my decorations now in my house, and I noticed it last year. I'm like, okay, I have more cards up as decoration in my house
Mhm.
and as ornaments than I do anything else. That's hysterical. Um,
Well, as a 5x7 card maker, and I've done this, I've had people ask me to do this where they're like, "Will you create one of your," and they don't know what to call it, but I have an example in like mixed media this, and they're like, "Yes. Can you create one of those for me that I can frame?" And as a 5x7 card maker, you can frame a 5x7
yes,
easily. And what I usually do is put it in an 8x10 frame with a 5x7 mat. And that way it has a nice mat around it and they get to frame the card if they want. Um, I had a couple do that with someone requested that I make them a card for their friend's wedding, and I did so. And the couple, they they gifted it with the frame and the mat. I actually went and just bought it so they didn't have to think about it. And they gifted the two together. And later on, they sent me a picture of it up in the people's house, and they, it's from their wedding day, and they just love it because it's a memento, and a, you know a remembrance of their wedding day and a gift that they had gotten.
Yep.
So yeah, I think, and even though, like, that's kind of like a special case situation, but never underestimate this hobby, because I was telling a friend yesterday that what we do here ripples out. So it was Kim from Alaska. She made 30 cards for her local public school. And I said, you know what? You're not just blessing 30 kids, but you're blessing the teachers who get to use those cards and write them out to students who need encouragement. And then the kid gets it, and then you're blessing them, and then you're blessing the families of that student, because they realize, hey, there's a teacher at the school who really cares about my child, or this, my child's being seen and heard and cared for. Like, a card doesn't just, and it blesses the maker, the person who gets to get crafty and make it. Like, it's such a ripple effect, and I think our hobby is so special because of that.
I like it because it also allows us to stay basic.
Yeah.
It's not, yes, everyone's watching a video on YouTube. So, yep, we need that technology. But when we complete a card and hand it to that person, we still have human connection.
Yes.
It's not electronic. We're not texting. We're not texting a picture of the card. We're not emailing a picture of the card. We are actually taking the time to put it in an envelope, put a stamp
Mhm.
on it, and put it in the mail. Or in my case, put it in a box because mine are usually so huge. Yes. I mean, because that's what I do. Um, but to have that, we still have, and it allows for that. I love technology, don't get me wrong, but I am at the age where, I remember the days where we didn't have a cell phone. I remember the days, where AOL, the dial up, and that obnoxious sound that you would hear, you know,
We all
when it
hear it
first
echoing
came
in our ears.
out. Yeah. I mean, oh my goodness. I know I'm aging myself, but yes, that is how old I am. Um, it just allows us to keep that form, um, and keep that together.
Yeah, it's a special, special hobby that we're all a part of. And it's so wonderful. I want to say hi to some friends in the chat and catch up there. So I'm in between projects. So let me do that now. Hello to Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Happy World Card Making Day. I think Sala has sped it up. I do the double speed. My brain adjusts and it doesn't seem too fast. Yeah. So I know lots of people do, and it does get you through more inspiration quicker. My brain just can't do it.
No. Mm-mm.
I know some people are wondering if we have a schedule for the day. I don't know anywhere where there's a schedule for the day. I just kind of know kind of who my crafty friends are and when they might be going live, but I don't actually know of a proper schedule. Hello, Nima and Donna. So good to see you. South Park, good to see you. I don't know when winter's ever gonna hit us, Miss Sonia Krill. Probably in January. January and February in Texas are cold. Otherwise, it's warm down here. Um, yeah, I think you can slow videos down as well, Donna, if they move too
Yeah,
fast. Uh-huh. Yeah, you can go up or down on the speed options that you want. We
absolutely.
all love Tim, don't we? He is the king.
Yes.
I I always say that Tim Holtz knows what we need before we do. It's like
Yes.
he's
I
always
with
like
that.
2 steps ahead.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and Sonia Krill says that Crafter's Companion can sell you mud and you'd have to have it.
I agree
That
with
is so
you.
funny.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Congrats to you, Desiree, on your new stamp release from Miss Donna G. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Yeah, I love the snowflake with the postage stamps and the little girl. She's just sitting pretty in a snowflake. I wish I was. I'm sweating over here. I had to unplug the sandwich maker. It was heating me up.
Well, that's good
Oh,
to know
Ave
that
says
it
that
doesn't have
that's
an
the high
automatic
point.
turn off.
I don't know if it has an automatic turn off. I have the manual for it. I might read it. Ave says that it was the highlight of her week, seeing those, and Relatively Thoughtful said that design is so fab, and that was for the leaves. Wonderful design, Ave. Yes, Ave was the inspiration. Desiree drew the stamps out. Ave said, "Can we get some leaves? Are you going to make any leaves?" And Desiree's like, "I'm on it."
Yeah. I think we can do this.
I
Yes.
think I can handle that. And oh my gosh, when I saw them, I was like, yes, yes, yes. And have been so grateful that those came to fruition.
I think it's cool that I was able to get her name in there. So, yeah. That to me was cool.
Karen wants to know, and hi, Karen. She wants to know, what do you ladies do with the cards you make? Well, I give mine away.
And I do as well. I do as
Yeah.
well. There's a home, a senior community and home center that my sister-in-law works in. And there was one time she happened to be here and I said, "Hey, could you use these cards for the patients, for the community, let them have some fun." And she goes, "Okay, let me." Now they can't do without them. So I think that awesome. I keep a few back for myself in case of an emergency, and I do sell some of mine. I do put some of them up in my Etsy shop. So, but mostly, no, they are all donated. Absolutely.
I've been trying to put one in each of the orders. So I find myself now needing to make a lot more cards, which is a good thing. And then I just donated 100 cards to a teacher. So the whole month of September, I made cards for encouragement cards for students and teachers. And then, just like clockwork, last weekend, well, in my day job, I'm a manager. And one of the people, my past employees that were on my team, reached out. She has just become a teacher, and she wanted to check in with me and just let me know how everything is going and give me an update. And she's working in a chapter one school, which is, kind of a low funded school. And everything is going great. And she's loving her job. And I said, "Hey, would you maybe want like 100 encouragement cards for students and teachers?" And she was like, "Yes, that would be so amazing. We could really use those." And so I boxed them up, sent them off, and she got them yesterday. So, I look for places to donate. I give them away. Family members uh, use them. They just kind of, you know, make their way out into the world
Yep. Absolutely.
one way or another. Well, hello, Kim. She said she was just scrolling and it popped up. Well, so glad you're here. And Froggy's here. Card crazed. Welcome, welcome. You're late, but you're here. You're fine. We've just been crafting along. Happy World Card Making Day. It's going to be such a good day. Did you guys prepare for today? Did y'all um, you know, make snacks, bake some cookies, get some of your favorite things so you could just sit and craft?
No, I did not.
You didn't?
No, no. Because I would then sit still and I would not keep moving. So, yeah, I usually just keep, I'm going to use today to finish things up, finish up some projects, some ideas that I have as I'm listening to all the different videos in the background.
Uh-huh.
And once they're all done, I will be sad.
Yeah.
I will be absolutely sad. But then I'll look down and say, woohoo, I got it all done.
I have some things I need to get done today as well. So I definitely plan on um, listening and watching. Some of the things don't require much of my attention. So luckily, that's good. I don't know if I'll be like domestic and fold laundry, but I should. I don't know. It seems like it might be illegal to do anything like that on World Card Making Day.
I
But
no, I'm not doing anything domestic today. Nope, not gonna do it. I refuse to do
I
it.
refuse.
I am refusing. Yep, absolutely refusing.
We just have to channel our inner like cat like sensibilities. Would a cat, if a cat was a card maker, would they be bothered by your domestic request on World Card Making Day? No, a cat would not be bothered. Gotta channel the inner cat. And if I even channel Desiree, she says World Card Making Weekend. So
Yep, yep.
I saw this funny quote the other day. It was like, if a cat could text back, they wouldn't.
And no, they wouldn't.
No, they would not.
No, they would not. Mine would look at it and say, yeah, whatever. Why is she bugging me?
Interrupting my nap time?
Yeah, mine is literally right now behind me in my chair, snoring away. So if anyone's hearing that, so sorry.
Right.
Oh,
Thanks for sharing, Paula. Yes, Craft Roulette does have a schedule. Um, I posted it in my community tab yesterday, but you can find it over at Craft Roulette Live. My hair, I need to wear a hairnet or something. My hair just gets everywhere. Oh, Sella, that's a great idea, though. Sella's just going to fold card bases and watch today. Yeah, it's a great day to kind of catch up on some of the watch videos and catch up on some of those more mundane crafty needs.
yep.
Trying to decide what I'm going to do with these ornaments.
Well, it took me a little bit working on the third card.
Oh, you're working on your ornaments too. After this one, I am going to, this will be my last card.
Yeah,
I'm
this
going
will be my
to
last.
show um, I'm going to show some of my samples for you guys of the things I've been working on, things I've been making. And Desiree, if you have any samples, you're welcome to show them. I'm sure you're going to show yours tomorrow um, in your kind of showcase video.
Well, if people would like to see, well, people will definitely be seeing these three that I'm doing because we're going to add those to the mix.
Right?
Absolutely.
Let's see. Color, color, color. Don't know if I grabbed the right set. We'll see.
Just let that dry. I'm really
Well,
starting to get into watercolor lately. I don't know why.
I'm rubbing off on you.
I've been really watercolor and I'm really starting to like the granulating watercolors.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and I know the granulatings they really sit in Daniel Smith, which
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm really been getting into that.
It's just so fun. I mean, you like grunge and vintage, so granulation makes sense,
I do.
you know?
I do.
And I've always liked when watercolors kind of, balloon and
Oh, I love the
the,
blue.
add salt, just all the effects you can get.
Yes.
But it's just, for me, I guess it would be like my Zentangle. It's a very zen medium for me. Um, that I just give me watercolors and I'm happy kind of girl. Watercolor and a few stamps, I'm happy.
All right, let's make that work. Woohoo! Okay, that worked.
Yes, these ornaments are in Desiree's new release. Um, Desiree, oh, I have them right here. I was like, what are they called? They're called Tangled Ornaments. So, yes, you will be able to find these tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, on her website.
Oh, well, now that's interesting. Who knew that would happen? Okay, we can go with
Are
it.
you, are you over there discovering new things?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I had my Christmas line going up, and now it made it look like my ornament's a glass ornament because it's kind of like behind it now.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
just go with it.
Yeah.
It's just we just keep going with it. Mm-hmm. It's what we do. Oh, now I know what I need.
Hey,
Let's
Stormy Swan. So good to see you. So great. So glad you're here.
move my
So
water.
glad everyone is here. Welcome to anyone just popping in.
Sonia, so the paper that I'm using for watercoloring, um, I like Canson XL watercolor paper. That's my go-to, and it's very reasonable
Mm-hmm.
with
That's what
what
I'm using.
no, it's not 100% cotton, and that's what you always hear that you should have that. And I agree. Okay, I get it. But it it's not necessary for the card maker.
Right.
That's how I look at it. It's just not necessary for that card maker. Can't
I'm not making fine
agree.
art.
No. Canson XL Bristol Vellum's also good. And the smooth, that's good too. The smooth will give you more blooms, more effect. But yeah, I don't want to mortgage my house for
No, for paper, no.
no.
This is what Canson looks like. You can buy it at Walmart. I mean, lots and lots and lots of places.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the size I usually get, which is 9 by 12.
Yep.
And you get 30 sheets for $5 or $6. And it works great for my usage, for how I use watercolor.
Yeah. I think it's a great paper because again, I'm not creating a magical landscape. I'm creating a magical card.
Right.
And we can have, the different papers and the blooms and the blossoms and all of that fun stuff. Absolutely. Now, if you have like a bunch of friends that also do this with you, you can also buy from Dick Blick online,
Mhm.
and it's like 750 a pad,
Yeah,
and it goes down as you buy more. So like if you
right.
buy 6 of them, I think you're down to like 650 or something like that. Yeah, Dick Blick is like a godsend.
I do love Dick Blick.
Yes.
I love their sulfite drawing paper for
Yeah.
journal.
Yes, I got recently hooked into that. All right, I think I'm going to be able to finish this card.
Oh, Maddie, I'm so sorry. I reminded Maddie that she needs to fold laundry. Oh gosh. I
Well,
should have never mentioned it.
I just, see, then I am blessed. Husband does the laundry. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Found a good man. Yep.
Yeah, my hubby does a lot of the laundry folding. I wash and dry. He folds. But there's an exceptional amount, so I feel the need to pitch in some help. Our son just got back from a week-long camping trip.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he went to the Ozarks with my one of my brothers, and they went camping and fishing and on ATVs and just had the time of their lives. They had such a good time.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and he came back with plenty of stinky laundry.
Okay. Well, of course,
I'll take it.
you know.
I'll take it any day. They had a good time, that's all that matters. He was actually gonna come on and help moderate and read comments for us, but he's still sleeping. He just got back last night, and it was his first night in a bed. So I kind of felt like he might sleep in, and I couldn't really disturb that. He's been sleeping on the ground for a week.
Oh,
I couldn't be selfish, but ooh, love these watercolors. Okie dokie. Let me cut these out and I will have my last card done.
okay. Well, now you just. I gotta cut my paper.
No problem. Oh, I still got a fussy cut and glue. And that's when I'll have my last card done. Thank you all for coming and joining us today. We're not signing off yet, but I just want to keep thanking you because we really do appreciate you very, very much and love celebrating this day together. I understand why Craft Roulette wants to do like as many people as possible at one time because I feel that way too. Like I wish I could be live with everyone today,
Yep.
with all the crafty friends. I understand, including Mary, just everyone. Desiree, as I sit here and fussy cut out these ornaments, I'm going to ask maybe what some other people might be curious about. Do you ever plan on releasing dies to go with your stamp sets in the future?
I cannot tell you how many times I get that question.
Oh, well, I'm glad we're addressing it here. You can answer it for the masses.
Oh, that wasn't subliminal at all. Okay. Just saying. Okay. Um, it is something that I would like to look into.
Okay.
Now, the
Yeah.
manufacturer that I use, unfortunately,
Mhm.
they don't do dyes.
Mhm. So
Um,
yeah,
so I
yeah.
have to go with another, um, which is okay. I mean, I love my manufacturer. Uh,
Mhm.
I think they are. Let's just say they haven't done anything to me yet that has made me go, oh no, that's not going
That's good.
to happen. That is just not going to happen. No, no, no. Um, I think they are very responsive. They're just great people. So I
It's
do want
hard
to do
finding
guys.
it's hard finding like stamp, die, and paper manufacturers. It's
Yeah,
not easy.
no, it is. It really is not. Is not. But to answer that question, yes, it is something that I do want to look at. And once I do look at that and make the decision, I would go back to the previous sets.
Oh, and retroactively design them for the other sets that you have?
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
No, I would definitely, definitely do that.
Oh, Sarah says it's fun to see us both using the same stamps together. Well, thanks. Yeah, this is Desiree's new release. It's fun to play with them. Aw. Thank you, Bertha. She's just watching us make cards. She'll be making hers a little later. Glad you're enjoying it. We're so glad you're here. Yeah, Maddie, no one ever no laundry. No laundry. Not allowed.
Not
Not
to,
for me either.
not this ends.
Not allowed. I don't know. This car is very different, very kind of strange, but we're just going to go with it. And not because of your stamps, but because of my color choices.
You know what? You just got to keep going
We're just
because you
going to
never
keep
know what
going.
you're going to get. Exactly.
And
You
what's strange to me, somebody else will love. It will be somebody else's favorite card. And I've had to learn that over the years that, we do all have different tastes. We all like different things for different reasons. And don't just give up and throw something in the trash because you don't like it, because chances are somebody else, that's going to be their favorite card you made that day.
Yep.
I learned that as a jewelry maker back when I used to make a lot of jewelry and sell it when I was touring with a reggae band, and I would make something to be like, "Oh, that one necklace is the one I don't like," and it would be the first one to sell off of my table that night at the show.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I learned that lesson years ago.
And it's always going to be that way. I learn it, every time I create the stamp sets. Absolutely. There's designs in there where I'm like, this is my favorite. I love this one. This one's cool. Nope, crickets. And I'm like, oh,
Right?
okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
But absolutely. And that, some people, they would be like, well, I don't understand. No, it doesn't bother me. Because again, we just all have different
Different
tastes.
taste. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm just real quick making panels. Sorry for
Hey,
this.
South Storm. Hey, Stephanie. Happy World Card Making Day. Yes, yes, yes. We couldn't miss it. Wouldn't want to.
This is like a card maker's holiday.
It is.
It is.
It most certainly is.
Oh, I need to get my sentiment on here. There we go. And we're going to keep our fingers crossed.
Fingers and toes.
Yes. Whole body. Here we go.
Wow, Desiree, it looks so good. I love what you do with your own stamps. I love that you stay true to, which we already talked about, but I just love that you stay kind of true to the whole Zentangle approach, and what you pull out of them is just amazing.
It really is tough for me to come out of that.
Yeah.
And I sit there and I giggle the whole time as I'm making the samples and everything else. I'm literally giggling through it because it's like, okay, Des, there's more you can do with the stamps. Let's go.
But I love what you do. It is your style and it's beautiful and it shows us what can be done, because I don't think a lot of people would pick up your stamps and be able to do that if you didn't show us. If you didn't, you know, exam set the example for us with the ones you make.
And here's something that I think is awesome when it comes to, like using, we call it graphite. It's a number 2 pencil. Grab a number 2 pencil and you can do, add your depth and everything to any image, images that you have. It doesn't have to stay specific to Zentangle. Um, Again, it's just stuff that I absolutely love when it comes to all the different techniques that people use, and they can be applied to anything. But I stay. My husband will come in and he goes, "Why are you laughing at yourself?" I said, "Because my brain is just focused on this." And now we have that panel. And we got to let go on a lot of things, turn your stamp upside down and let them cross over. Have fun
Mhm.
with it.
Just
We can't take
play.
ourselves too seriously. We've got to be
Yeah.
able to laugh with ourselves and laugh at what we do and just say, nope, we're going to keep on going. No one's going to notice it unless I point it out. Try not to point it out, Des. Don't let it go. Let it go.
Right? Well, I picked some super funky colors for this card, but I didn't throw it in the trash. I didn't give up.
Absolutely not. Well, I think they're cool colors. like a vintage feel to it, believe it
It
or not.
does have a bit of a vintage feel, and they're color shifting watercolors.
Yeah,
So depending on the light, it changes.
right.
Okay, I just have to slap this on a card base, and then I think we can show everyone what we've made today. Recap. Are you there?
Yeah. Who, me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. But you
You're at
recap.
the I mean, you're at the recap stage of the show.
Oh, yeah. Nope. I just got that whole card put down onto a base. Yes,
Awesome.
absolutely. I'm just going to step to the side here for 1 second.
I don't have a way to spotlight, so sorry about that. I'm not technologically fancy. I'm technologically basic.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh,
Oh, I'm so glad y'all enjoyed the live today.
there we go. I'm looking forward to seeing what you did with the cards. Oh, I love that owl.
Oh, thank you. This was my first. I'm gonna let you go first.
Oh.
I just have mine sitting there.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. Okay.
Nope, nope. You go first. You're the
So
guest.
same. I'm the guest. No. So same stamp. We use the snowflake stamp, and we got two different looks. And again, just change your colors, and you're gonna get two different vibes. So this does have like a winter storm, only because I added the blizzard, but it does have that winter storm, snowy evening, winter vibe. Because again, we've got the silver, the blues, and the purples and the blacks um, going through all of that. But if we just change our colors, we get a completely different look. So this does have more of a vintage vibe. This is something that I would put in one of my journals or albums that I put together. Again, same sentiment though, but kind of looks beachy, in the summer
Mm.
time, looks like we got the beach and the water going on here
Oh
and
yeah.
just that difference. So remember, from all your stamps, you can get so many looks by just changing those colors up and have fun with the colors. Just have fun with them. And then I pulled into the ornaments and I just added some watercolors, making them look like glass bulbs. You can see that through that. When your watercolor is still wet and you use VersaFine black and stamp over it, it does not stamp completely. So, little tidbit there. And then, we learn something new every day when we try things. And then added pencil to add the shading, just like we would in the Zentangle world for our dimension. Because we don't care about light source. We don't care about what direction. There is no up, down, sideways, or anything else in that. Just add your shading where you want. So that's what I love. I don't have to think. I don't like to think when I'm putting things together. And these are
Or
all
to
7 by
overthink.
7s. Yeah. These are all 7 by 7 card bases. I love real estate. Gotta have real estate.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I love the baubles so much. I love the backgrounds, like the dark blue one with all that blizzard and splatter, and then the lace detail. We're even getting that in the comments from Jennifer. She loves the lace details, stunning cards, just absolutely
Oh,
amazing.
thanks.
You delivered both in the stamps that you designed and your cards today.
Yeah.
So I'll go through mine kind of quickly here with you guys. I want to show you just a quick glimpse too of cards that I've made on the side. So this was my first card today. Now, if you missed the beginning of this live, I did bake my cards in a sandwich maker. All four of these were baked. And they were stamped, added embossing powders, baked them in my sandwich maker, and then watercolored the backgrounds. This owl is from actually my digital. And then this is the leaves from and the sentiment from Desiree's tangled leaves. And I added a little, little stripes from mine. So it's a little combination of both of our stuff. And so is this. This is a Crafty Queen card, and using that really cool new stamp set as a top and bottom border. Ink smushing, watercolor, a little bit of vellum die cut, fussy cutting, and I mean, it was super quick and easy. This one just flew right by. And then I've got this precious little girl who's sitting pretty in a snowflake and I think she's getting ready to see Santa. And this
Yeah.
is kind of my version of Merry and Bright. And I just had this random butterfly sitting off on the side, so I threw it on there, and then I added, like, vintage stamps, um, and kinda created, like, a diagonal, um, design to help your eye travel across the card, but I absolutely love your snowflakes, Desiree, they are so cool.
Oh, thank you.
And then there's this funky little thing that I finished there at the end, um, which also this kinda has, like, a beachy feel to it too. It almost looks like sand and water, but it's
Yeah.
not. I don't know what it is. It's just playtime. And then let me show y'all real quick some cards that I made, not today, but just in general. Um, Using the same all these are the same stamp sets. So this is a 5 by 7, and I will have videos showing edited videos showing how I made these, but I stamped the and colored um this stamp set here. I'm looking for names, Desiree. A
I just
tangled botanical.
angled bouquet. Yeah, I'll handle the names. You keep going.
Okay. So, yeah. So I did
That's
that, and I die cut it out with some Spellbinders dies and turned it into a butterfly wings, which is really fun. Then I
beautiful.
got super grungy and actually did a little tangling too. I did the aura. Isn't that what that's called, Desiree?
Yes. Yes.
And I used her stamps to create this is the leaves. I just stamped it 3 times. And then the 3 different leaves, I got really grungy and just had fun playing with that.
That is
And I
beautiful.
actually have 3 totally different variations. Even though I started in the same place, I started with a 4 by 6 piece of craft paper. I kind of took the cards 3 different ways. And this one's the super grunge. Um, and I wanted to kind of mimic Desiree's, simple shading with a number 2 pencil on these. And make that the focal point. But I did stamp the leaves in the background and this same thing. So, yeah,
It's
had some fun with that one.
gorgeous.
Thank you. Here is a bauble card with the ornaments, again with the color shifting watercolors too. And just simple embossing with my scoreboard, put some paint on it. Just I love these. I love these ornaments. I love the size of them, Desiree, and just all the detail. So there's that one.
I love the richness and the colors that you have that you chose for those.
Yeah, I was trying to make it kind of elegant, put like an elegant spin on it.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. And I used the Tangled Botanical for the background of this card, and I loved the big smile sentiment. And then I had some die cuts or dies in my stash of a fairy and a moon, and kind of made this really kind of ethereal Um, Card actually made two because what's better than one? Two.
Yep.
Make one, share them. This is my other ornament one, which I it's just ever since I saw this image, I thought of a monarch wing for whatever reason. So this is a very different color palette too, but I really wanted to color that up like a monarch wing and play with that as a very different kind of Christmas color palette. Um,
But
so
again, that
that one,
can still work. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's wrong. Just saying.
right?
Yes. Just saying.
And then this is the Tangled Botanical as well. And this is the one I actually made two. So I stamped it out, colored it. I had so much fun coloring it with my colored pencils and gel pens. I die cut this butterfly out, used the background to make a shaker card. So this is actually a shaker card with vellum. And then I die cut more, stamped and die cut more. And so I made two butterfly cards with that Tangled Botanical. So that's the kind of playtime I've been having. Um, Lots and lots of card inspiration for you guys today. It feels like the perfect time being that it's World Card Making Day. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with us so much. Thank you for spending your time here with us. Make sure to go share the love with everyone else who's going live today, Miss Mary and all
Mhm.
of her lovely guests, and Lynn at LV Handcrafted and her lovely guests. There's just going to be inspiration everywhere.
Yep.
Desiree, thanks for being such a good friend. Thanks for hanging out with me today.
Oh, I enjoyed it. Now, Happy Place Crafting asked if she could see the stamp sets again. So I'm just going to lay them down here
Yeah, show them one more time.
real
And
quick.
yes, these come out tomorrow.
Yours would be clean because these are really loved.
Oh,
Vinny
you want me to place
a,
mine out?
a ball. We've been having so much fun with them.
Right.
So you've got tangled snowflakes, and you get 3 snowflakes and 3 sentiments. These are the ornaments, tangled ornaments. So you get the 3 different ornaments, 3 sentiments, and then you get a branch. That's actually a tangled branch. And then you have a tangled botanical. And you just saw Biddy did some great things with this. And actually, one of my samples, I show you how you can make it a silhouette. So this one, while it looks like, okay, well, you can't do it. Well, yeah, you can. And then you've got 3 sentiments with that. And then our leaves with 3 sentiments. And again, even though they don't look like they can be fussy cut, they can. So you can do lots of things with those. So again, they will be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And I will be live at that time to show you all of the samples that I have created and what you can do. And please never fear if they should sell out, I will be placing another order. Um, it'll be a long time before I take them out of production. So just want to say thank you to Biddy for having me. Thank you so much. Um,
Oh, of course.
always have fun. Always have
My
fun crafting with you.
Oh, me too. It is my honor and my pleasure. And I really wanted to celebrate the day with everyone. So, bringing you on, having you here, having everyone in the chat, you made my day special. You made it feel like it is a special holiday that it's meant to be. So, thank you to everyone. We really appreciate you. And we hope you have a super awesome day.
Take
Bye,
care.
everyone.